We are officially going to start something new, itsieBits, where I give you an itsy bit of tarantula information. Very corny, I understand, but I kind of like the name. You see, I do work full-time and I do go to school full-time, meaning that pumping out a full-fledged video every week has already proven to be very difficult for me. That being said, I'm going to supplement my main videos with these. Less about the entertainment, more about the education. If you're interested in extra bits of tarantula husbandry, this is the place to get them. First and foremost, we're going to go over what's called taxonomy. You see, every species, every animal on the planet has what's called a binomial nomenclature, meaning, you've probably seen this before, two names for the scientific name. For instance, Brachypelma vagans, Brachypelma amelia. These are universal across all languages, all dialects, meaning you could speak to someone from halfway across the world, doesn't speak your language at all, but they would still know which specific species you're talking about. It's usually in Latin, occasionally in Greek, but usually in Latin, and it just makes scientists tolerate each other a little bit more across borders. So overall, the binomial nomenclature is absolutely a necessity in terms of talking about tarantulas and frankly most other exotic pets, since frankly a lot of them look the same. If you use common names like Mexican fireleg, there are several species that would fit that name, and yet they are entirely separate species and sometimes different genuses. Genera is actually the plural, I misspoke there. So keep that in mind. You do want to learn the species names, the binomial nomenclature, if you want to take off in this hobby. So, as I alluded to earlier, there are two main names here. There's going to be the genus and then the species. Of course, there are several species to a single genus. Brachypelma amelia, Brachypelma vagans, Brachypelma albopilosum. They are all fairly closely related to each other, and yet they are separate species and should not interbreed. Sometimes they can't interbreed. So the second name, the species, actually denotes what they are, the individual characteristics. So across the genus you'll see similarities, but they will be quite different most of the time. Moving on, and this goes for most exotic pets as well, there is a trinomial denomination in front of the species, where there's three numbers. You'll usually see something like 1, 2, and 4, or 0, 0, 1, something like that. The first number denotes how many males that person owns. Second number denotes how many females that person owns, and third number denotes how many unsexed individuals they own. So for instance, say I own 1.2.4 Brachypelma amelia. That means I own one male Brachypelma amelia, two female Brachypelma amelia, and four unsexed Brachypelma amelia. And that's really about it. Seems complicated, but it makes the whole process a lot simpler when you're telling people what you own. And guess what? That's actually it. These episodes are going to be very short, so hopefully you learned a little something. Please learn the scientific names of your tarantulas. That means that people can help you and communicate with you a lot easier, and they probably won't make fun of you for calling it a Mexican fireleg. Until next time, I've been Oilers K, this has been itsieBits, and I will see you next time.